That is just one of the many changes that we're seeing this year for students who are heading off to college campuses. And joining us now to talk more about this is Dr. James Hurley, the president of Tarleton State University. Dr. Hurley, thanks for being with us today.
Good afternoon, Jason. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so we're, here we are talking about universities offering those staggered move-ins over longer periods of time just to keep these students apart from each other as much as possible so we don't have everybody rushing into the dorm at the same time. Are you all doing something similar to that? And I guess I should ask what the response so far has been from parents and students.
We are, and so we started about 2 weeks ago with their first duck camp session, and that first duck camp session we allowed our first 350 freshmen to move in, and so we try to space move in really throughout the month, the last, call it 3 to 4 weeks. And we wanted to minimize the number of people, moving in 2 or 3 days before the semester. Our big move-in session, of course, will be this weekend all the way through next Wednesday. So we're doing the same thing. And I think we're all borrowing pages from each other's COVID-19 manual that never exists. So.
Yeah, I could see that. So is the bigger challenge trying to figure out, how to get everybody moved in and keep them distanced? Or is the bigger challenge trying to keep all of these college students distanced once they get to choose when they're coming and going from the dorms once school has started?
Yes and yes. Both.
Challenges all around.
Yeah, and so the hopes for all of us are to try to establish these patterns for students. For example, that's why we chose to have duck camp on campus and start to create a kind of a beta test. But it was really around education and educating our students how important wearing face masks and properly distancing one another and just really thinking through what this semester will look like.
Can you talk about how hard things are right now for colleges and universities in this state? We've seen that some of them have lost quite a bit of money and are considering cutbacks, and then you have the specter of having to teach online. There's a lot to deal with right now.
It really is. It's unprecedented times for all of us, and unfortunately our incoming freshman students, let's start with them, they experienced a senior year of high school like we've never had in the history of education, certainly the P-12 or higher education. And so now those students are still in the same conundrum that they found themselves in 3 months ago, where their high school graduations were shuttered. Learning online at home became the normal, and things like high school proms, et cetera, never occurred. Athletic seasons canceled. And so they're still dealing with this. And so from not only the mental health aspect that we have to think about these students, but also how do we create this new normal? And I don't know what this new normal looks like moving forward, but we're kind of learning how to navigate COVID-19 together because it's unprecedented.
Well, we certainly wish you and your administration, your faculty, your staff, your students there a very safe semester ahead, and hopefully all of those bumps in the road are easily navigable as we head forward. Thank you for taking the time with us this afternoon, Dr. Hurley.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.